Then they are to follow Guptis and Samitis. So by Guptis we mean three kinds of controls, and by Samitis we mean five kinds of carefulness. Then apart from this there are to be inculcated 10 supreme virtues. Then they have to contemplate on anupreksha's. They have to win over or they have to acquire parishahajaya. They have to obtain or observe five great kind of conduct, five kind of conduct, and then the observance of penance or austerities. So tapas. So this is something which is the large picture of Shravanacharya. Next slide. In addition to these rules of conduct, there are some restrictions on their possessions. So they are not allowed to keep anything that they want. Limited clothes, limited vessels, only limited to their arms and very minimal necessary. Some of them are follow the practice of mupatti, so permission of that kind of cloth. And all this, when they say that these are the rules of belongings, and they are allowed to keep this kind of number of clothes or vessels, that depends from maybe the sect to sect, maybe slight changes, but over and above they have this kind of restrictions. And not only that, they don't purchase all these things, because as we know, it goes without saying that monks and nuns are not allowed to do any money acquiring activity, money earning activity. So Shravak community takes care of all these things, and that is how Shramana and Shravaka communities, they have the code of conduct in the Jaina background. Now I am mentioning it again and again, and this is the 21st century person or a 20th century person, Acharya Shri Chandanaji. She tried to change something of this, and lot of things can be said about her, but I will mention only two or three. She is the first Jaina Stri Acharya, to be the lady or nun to be ordained as the Acharya of a Sangha, of a particular sect. And so far, that is the historically very commendable thing, that so far no Jain nun has been ordained as the Acharya. So she is the first one, and she has acquired a lot of formal education. She applies this religious education as well as formal education to reinterpret Jainism and give some different dimensions to the spiritual life of her community. And if we want, we can have the biography of Acharya Shri Chandanaji, but I want to say something more about this. So let us go ahead. She did this, she tried to change some kind of this by reinterpreting Jainism. And according to her, true religion does not consist in whether you are wearing this kind of clothes, or whether you belong to a particular sect, or whether you are a man or a woman. It only depends upon whether you are able to control and minimize your desires and craving or not. So it all depends upon your mind and not on the external things. Asceticism is not the path of inactivism. It is the path of activism. According to her, Jainism is Indianized socialism. It is the philosophy of activism. And let us go. So in the present age, she argues that using the devices that we are using, it's not wrong to use the mobile phones or any other such devices, because we are to be connected on the larger scale.